When arrogance meets absolute strength, words become meaningless. If you enjoy the way I make my videos, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really motivates me to keep creating. A short distance beyond the Gu realm's main hall lay a vast training ground. This was the place where the Black Submerged Army usually trained, and also where many youths of the Gu clan often gathered. As such, the area was almost always lively and brimming with youthful vigor. Today, however, the atmosphere was even more heated than usual. With the arrival of the Lei and Yan clan heads, many outstanding members of their younger generations had followed suit. These youths had no part to play in the so-called important affairs of the elders. Naturally, they gravitated toward this training ground instead. And when young people from ancient clans gathered together, clashes, whether verbal or otherwise, were all but inevitable. At this moment, the training ground was filled to the brim with people. A dense sea of black-armored figures stood in formation, their presence solemn and oppressive. They were none other than the famed Black Submerged Army of the Gu clan. Their overall combat strength was formidable. At the very least, aside from the Han clan, neither the Lei nor the Yan clan could match them head-on in terms of collective might. To become a member of the Black Submerged Army was the dream of countless Gu clan youths. To rise above the rest and earn the title of commander was even more glorious a position that symbolized honor, prestige, and recognition within the clan. Thus, from a young age, many had set their sights on this very army. Now those same black-armored warriors stood surrounding the training ground, yet the calm discipline they were known for was tinged with restrained anger. Their gazes were fixed upon the open ground at the center. There, more than a dozen young figures stood proudly exuding arrogance without restraint. A flashing lightning emblem gleamed upon their foreheads, the unmistakable clan mark of the Lei clan. It seems the Black Submerged Army of the Gu clan isn't quite as fearsome as the rumors claim, a lazy voice drawled. Someone even warned me to be careful when interacting with you lot before I came. The speaker was a young man, chewing on a blade of grass, his smile carefree and frivolous. Yet those who had witnessed him in battle knew better. Beneath that idle exterior lurked a strength that was anything but ordinary. Standing opposite him were several familiar figures. Gu Qingyang, along with two other great generals, Ling Quan, and several Black Submerged Army commanders were all present. At this moment their expressions were dark and unsightly. Lei Yun, watch your mouth, Gu Xing, one of the four great generals, said coldly. His brows knit slightly as he faced the grating provocation. If you want to fight, I'll accompany you. Name the terms. Tak, what's the fun in fighting a block of iron like you? Lei Yun replied with a grin. Earlier, even your Black Submerged Army's first general Gu Qingyang lost to my big brother Lei Dong. Looks like the younger generation of my Lei clan surpasses that of the Gu clan. Lei Yun, enough of your sharp tongue. A silver-robed man standing beside Lei Yun smiled faintly and shook his head. He cupped his hands toward Gu Qingyang and laughed apologetically. Please forgive him. He's always been overly straightforward. Gu Qingyang frowned. There was something distinctly unpleasant about the way those words were spoken. The strongest of our younger generation is Miss Xun, a Black Submerged Army commander sneered coldly. If you're itching for a challenge, go test your strength against her. Xun, Lei Dong repeated softly, his silver robes fluttering. A strange glint flickered in his eyes as he smiled. I've long heard of Miss Xun's name. Since I've come to the Gu clan this time, meeting her is a must. Gu Hua fled earlier, he should be searching for her now, no. The expressions of the Black Submerged Army commanders subtly shifted. This man's gaze was far too sharp. Ha ha, big brother. Lei Yun laughed loudly. Isn't it rumored that you and Xun were once nearly engaged? What a coincidence the Gu clan head is present today. Why not bring it up with your current achievements, who here would dare say you're unworthy? The expressions of Gu Yuan and the others instantly sank. Among the Gu clan's younger generation, many harbored admiration for Chun. Though her heart now belonged to Xiaoyan, she remained a priceless jewel of the Gu clan. To hear her spoken of so lightly was intolerable. These Lei clan people are still as troublesome as ever. From a high platform on the eastern side of the training ground, several figures watched the scene unfold. Flames were emblazoned upon their foreheads, the mark of the Yan clan. The man standing at the forefront was none other than Huo Xuan, whom Xiaoyan had met several times before. Beside him stood a veiled woman, Huoya, bearer of the Red Lotus Yi flame. Lei Dong has indeed grown much stronger these past years. Huoya murmured as her gaze swept the field. The Lei clan has clearly invested heavily in him. Grooming him as the next clan head makes sense, though his temperament still requires tempering. Ha, what does it matter? Huo Xuan chuckled. You know very well who Shun Er's heart belongs to, and coincidentally that fellow is also in the Gu realm right now. If he shows himself, the Lei clan youths are bound to suffer. Xiao Yan, Huoya repeated softly startled. Is it true that he defeated the Hall of Souls chief? Most likely, Huo Xuan replied. Before we came, the clan head instructed me to draw closer to him. This is the first time I've ever seen the clan head hold a young man in such high regard. Huoya's brows lifted slightly, solemnity flashing through her eyes. Meanwhile, the black submerged army commanders were reaching the limits of their patience. Lei Yun's words had stoked their anger, and cold killing intent flickered across their faces. Just as they were about to move, First Commander Gu Zhen raised his hand, stopping them. His gaze settled on Lei Yun, his voice calm yet heavy with warning. Lei Yun arrogance often invites disaster. Choose your words carefully. Oh, Lei Yun smiled indifferently. Is that so? I believe it is. A soft chuckle suddenly echoed across the training ground. Instantly countless gazes turned upward. 3 figures appeared on the tall northern platform as if summoned from thin air, looking down upon the crowd. Xun Xiaoyan, Gu Qingyang and the others were visibly startled. He, so this is Miss Xun of the Gu clan. Lei Yun laughed, his eyes lighting up as they lingered on her. She truly lives up to her reputation. No wonder she's worthy of big brother Lei Dong. Before he could finish, Lei Dong abruptly raised a hand, stopping him. Big brother Lei Dong Lei Yun turned in surprise. Lei Dong did not respond. His solemn gaze was fixed upon the black-robed young man standing beside Xun Er. If I'm not mistaken, Lei Dong said slowly, you must be Xiao Yan of the Xiao clan. His eyes bore into Xiao Yan, a faint but unmistakable excitement stirring within them. Xiao Yan Lei Wan exclaimed, that Xiao Yan who defeated Hun Mieshen. Xiao Yan smiled calmly and nodded. Tach, arrogant brat, some Lei clan youths muttered displeasedly. What's so impressive about defeating Hun Miesheng? Maybe the other side let him win. Though spoken softly, the words carried far, perhaps intentionally. Shuna's brows furrowed, a chill surfacing on her beautiful face. Just as she was about to speak, Xiao Yan gently raised a hand to stop her. He stepped forward, smiling lightly. I heard you all came here to spar for amusement. May I join in as well? Planning to help them save face, Lei Dong said, his expression twitching. But you're not even from the Gu clan, are you? Brother Xiao Yan is Xun Er's future husband, Gu Qingyang said evenly. That makes him a member of the Gu clan. Lei Dong frowned deeply. Slowly he licked his lips. Black lightning suddenly burst forth from his body, crackling violently as a savage aura spread outward, forcing many expressions to change. In that case, Lei Dong said, eyes flashing with dark lightning, Brother Xiao Yan, please enlighten us. Gu Qingyang and the others stared at the terrifying black lightning surrounding Lei Dong. They knew all too well its destructive power earlier. Even their defenses had been torn apart upon contact. Black demon lightning! Xiao Yan murmured, surprise flickering across his eyes. To control such lightning meant Lei Dong was indeed formidable. No wonder Gu Qingyang had been defeated. But to Xiao Yan it posed no real threat. Under countless stunned gazes, Xiao Yan stepped forward. In the blink of an eye, he appeared directly before Lei Dong. His eyes swept casually across the dozen Lei clan youths behind him. Then, smiling lightly, he said, time is precious. Why don't all of you come at me together? Xiao Yan's words instantly stirred an uproar across the training ground. A moment later, waves of cheers erupted from the black submerged army. Their roars surged skyward like rolling thunder, brimming with excitement and pride. In stark contrast, the expressions of the Lei clan members darkened visibly. Never before had they been treated with such blatant disregard. Xiao Yan, do not be so arrogant. Lei Yun's once frivolous smile had vanished completely as he shouted angrily. There are times when winning with words is the most foolish choice, Xiao Yan replied with a faint smile. His expression remained calm and unruffled, as tranquil as still water. He had naturally heard Lei Yun's earlier remarks clearly. Though he had no intention of deliberately picking a fight, the mockery directed at Xun had inevitably stirred displeasure within his heart. He understood all too well, if one wished to make these unruly people shut their mouths, words alone would never suffice. Only absolute strength would do. Lei Dong frowned deeply as he stared at the black-robed young man before him. A faint yet unmistakable sense of danger welled up in his heart. Others might dismiss Xiaoyan's victory over Hun Mi Sheng as mere rumor, but Lei Dong knew the truth. Hun Mi Sheng had held nothing back. He had unleashed his full strength, yet was still defeated. Lei Dong still remembered the day the clan head Lei Ying had casually mentioned it. The strongest figure among the younger generation on the Doqi continent is Xiaoyan of the Xiao clan. That soft sigh carried an indescribable weight. For such a peerless figure to emerge from a once declining Xiao clan, it was almost unbelievable. Lei Dong was someone who lived for battle, for the sake of cultivation. He had secluded himself within the demon lightning pool for 5 long years, enduring torment as countless bolts of lightning gnawed at his body day and night. Tens of thousands of lightning strikes, each one a test of will and flesh. Coupled with the immense resources poured into him by the Lei clan, he had finally achieved his present strength. And yet, from the depths of his heart, he was utterly unwilling to accept that all of this might still fall short of someone from a fallen clan. Since Brother Xiaoyan has made such a request, Lei Dong said slowly, exhaling deeply, Lei Yun, you all shall comply. Understood. Lei Yun and the others' expressions sank. Yet cold smiles soon crept onto their faces as they replied in unison. With a heavy step forward, the auras of all 10 surged explosively, roaring toward their peaks. Lei Yun's aura stood above the rest. He had reached the high-level Bansheng realm. The others were no weaker, most standing firmly at 9-star Dao Zun. A ripple of shock spread through the crowd as these 10 ferocious auras burst forth. Facing such a combined force would be no simple matter. Xiaoyan, allow my Lei clan to see whether those rumors are true, Lei Yun bellowed, confidence swelling once more as his aura peaked. In the next instant, all 10 figures rushed forward simultaneously, moving with flawless coordination. They scattered like bolts of lightning, forming an encirclement around Xiaoyan. Their expressions hardened as hand seals shifted rapidly. In a blink, 10 towering lightning pillars, each stretching 1,000 feet into the air, erupted from the ground, transforming into roaring serpentine lightning dragons. Lightning dragon slaughter. With a unified roar, the 10 lightning dragons plunged downward. Thunder boomed incessantly as the sky trembled. Lei Yun and the others were no fools. They fully understood Xiaoyan's strength. From the very start, they had unleashed their strongest combined attack. Silver light flooded the heavens. Before countless stunned eyes, the 10 ferocious lightning dragons slammed violently into Xiaoyan's position. Bang! Violent energy ripples exploded outward. The ground shattered instantly, sending debris and dust surging skyward, blanketing the battlefield. Did we hit him? Many stared in disbelief. Xiaoyan had not even attempted to dodge. As the dust slowly settled, a solitary figure emerged once more. Xiaoyan stood there calmly clad in black posture, straight and unwavering. Not a single scratch marred his body. Even more astonishing, within 10 feet of him, the ground remained pristine and untouched, starkly contrasting the devastation around it. How is this possible? Lei Yun and the others turned pale. A deep sense of helplessness surged from their hearts. Only now did they realize just how insignificant they were in his eyes. Your attack is passable, Xiaoyan said lightly. Silence fell over the entire training ground. Xiaoyan did not even glance at Lei Yun's group. His gaze shifted calmly toward Lei Dong as he extended a hand and smiled. After you. Lei Dong's expression had grown grim beyond measure. Xiaoyan's casual composure exerted crushing pressure upon him. Yet Lei Dong was decisive. Without hesitation, he charged forward like a streak of lightning. Black lightning surged violently over his arm, condensing rapidly into a long pitch-black spear crackling with arcs of lightning. In the blink of an eye, Lei Dong appeared before Xiaoyan. Spear shadows danced wildly, fierce winds sealing off every vital point. Threads of extremely dark black demon lightning flickered faintly, deadly enough to pierce even a 3-star elite Du Sheng upon contact. Those watching held their breath, unable to imagine how anyone could withstand such relentless speed. This Lei Dong truly has ability, Gu Qingyang muttered, nodding slightly. Even for him, enduring such an assault would be difficult. Yet, before Xiaoyan, this level of strength seemed utterly insignificant. His spear can't even touch, Xiaoyan Gu Xing exclaimed in shock. Lei Dong's reputed strength rivaled an advanced 3-star Do Sheng. With his mutated lightning Do Qi, His attacks could contend with a 4-star Dao Sheng, yet he could not even graze Xiaoyan. What realm had Xiaoyan reached? The realization struck like a hammer. Even Lei Dong himself felt it. The more he fought, the more terror gripped his heart. Xiaoyan before him was like a bottomless abyss. Every attack vanished without a trace. Demon lightning descend. A ruthless glint flashed in Lei Dong's eyes. He bit down hard. Blood spraying forth, black lightning flickered within it. The blood landed on the spear tip, which dimmed briefly before trembling violently. His speed suddenly exploded to its absolute limit. A black flash pierced toward Xiaoyan's throat. So fast, even Gu Qingyang and the others could barely catch sight of it. A soft sound rang out. Lei Dong's spear was firmly pressed against Xiaoyan's open palm, yet stopped half an inch short. No matter how fiercely Lei Dong poured his dou qi into it, the spear refused to advance. Xiaoyan had caught his full-force strike with a single hand. Lei Dong roared and smashed his palm against the spear shaft. Black lightning surged violently, racing toward Xiaoyan's arm, only to dim instantly, as though devoured by an unseen force. A familiar taste. Xiaoyan smiled faintly. His fingers clenched. Bang! The spear shattered into fragments. Xiaoyan stepped forward like a phantom, his palm landing gently upon Lei Dong's chest. A tremor passed. Lei Dong was sent flying backward, crashing heavily to the ground. "Thank you for the exchange." Xiaoyan smiled calmly. The battle ended so swiftly it left everyone stunned. For a heartbeat, silence reigned. Then thunderous cheers erupted from the black submerged army, shaking the entire square. Lei Dong lay on the ground, teeth clenched, struggling to rise when booming laughter suddenly echoed from the sky. "Ha ha ha! What an outstanding youngster of the Xiao clan! These little brats truly pale in comparison. Watching this has made my hands itch care to receive a strike from this old man. The Lei clan head. That old battle maniac really has no shame." Gu Qingyang, Xun and the others all stiffened. They had not expected Lei Ying himself to intervene. Xiaoyan's overwhelming victory had clearly made it impossible for him to sit still. Even Xiaoyan frowned slightly. "Relax, little fellow," Lei Ying laughed loudly. "I'll only use 50% of my strength. How about it?" Xiaoyan inhaled deeply. Seeing the old man pressing forward, he said nothing further. He cupped his fists and spoke solemnly. "Xiaoyan of the Xiao clan seeks guidance.